Hi everyone, and I want to give a presentation about a news item with my group members. So let's discuss the first material is about the news item. So the definition of the news item is the brief report that recent event to occurrence that is presented in the factual and objective manners. It typically provides essential information such as to answer the question who, what, when, where, why, and how over event. News items are often found in the newspaper, online news website, broadcast media as part of their coverage of current events. This report aims to inform the audience about what happened, the important noteworthy incident happening locally, nationally, and globally. The structures of the news item. First, the headline. Headline is that summarizes the main point of event or the news item. Next, the second is byline. Is the name of author or journalist who write the news item. Third, the paragraph is include the most important information, including who, what, where, when, why, and how of an event, and aim the reader's interest to provide the summary to entire story. Next, the body paragraph is a relevant individual that give an additional information about the event or topic. The body paragraph is inverted to pyramid structures that with the most important information presented first and followed by supporting details and descending of order the important information. Next, the conclusion and summary is include the key points of the news item and given speculations about what future development related to the event. And the last one is the additional information to give an additional elements such as images, videos, and infographic or hyperlinks that related to the articles that future reading. Next, for the grammatical features, the news item use the simple and past present because letting the readers how to know about the recent information of an event. The simple present in the news item to give the impression to the readers. Next, use the reporting verb. Is such as is the word which is used to talk the report to other people's statement can be great epic, but the difficulty with using them in there are many and each of them are slightly different and often subtle meaning. Next, action verb is commonly in a news item to convey the dynamic nature of event and provide the sense of the immediacy to the reporting. Action verb play a crucial role in the news items because they effectively conveying event, maintaining reader interest, and upholding journalistic standards. And the last one is the use an adverb to add detail, clarify circumstances, convey tone and hairstyles, and highlight key information, contributing the overall clarity and effectiveness of the writing. So that's all for me.
Example about news item text. For the first example, will explain by me. For example, we have 5 questions. Now let's answer this question. Number 1. What specific change has the Biden administration announced regarding tariff on Chinese electric vehicle? For this answer, we use technique skimming. Skimming is reading a text quickly to get a general idea for meaning. So the answer is the Biden administration has announced the new tariff on Tuesday for Chinese-made electric vehicles, quadrupling the current tariff from 27.5% to 102.5%. We can see the yellow color. The Biden administration has announced an increase in tariff on Chinese-made electric vehicles, raising the current tariff from 27.5% to 102.5%. Additionally, the new tariff on the solar cell, steel, and aluminum have been announced. Number 2. What does the Biden administration believe that new tariffs are necessary for the long-term health of American and other foreign firms? For this answer, we use same technique, is skimming. The answer is the Biden administration believes these new tariffs are necessary to contract China's subsidies of its electric vehicle industry, which could allow Chinese companies to claim a larger proportion of the market share with artificially cheap products. Treasury Secretary General Yellen expressed concern that this could threaten the viability of American and other foreign firms if the global market is flooded with these cheap Chinese products. For this answer, we can see the green color. Nevertheless, the Biden administration said that it's worried that in the long run, China's subsidy of its electric vehicle industry could lead into the claim a larger proportion of the market share. When the global market is flooded by artificially cheap Chinese products, the viability of American and other foreign firms is put into question. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen said during a speech she gave while she visited Beijing in April. Number 3. How has Chinese responded to the new tariff imposed by the Biden administration, and what are the main arguments against them? For this answer, we use the same technique skimming. For the answer is Chinese have responded by stating that new tariff violate World Trade Organization rules. Lin Jian, a Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson, mentioned that the Section 3.2 tariff imposed by the previous U.S. administration has already been ruled against by the WTO, and that these new tariffs disrupt normal trade and economic exchange between China and the U.S. For this answer, we can see the blue color. The Beijing has responded saying that new tariffs are in violation of the World Trade Organization rules. Section 3.1 tariff imposed by the former U.S. administration on China have severely disrupted normal trade and economic exchange between China and the U.S. The WTO has already ruled this tariff against WTO rules, said Lin Jian, and the Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson in a conversation with reporters on Friday. Number 4. What are some of the broader economic and political context mentioned in the article that might influence the Biden administration decision of tariffs? For this answer, we use same technique skimming. So the answer is several broader contexts might influence the decision. 1. The Biden administration continuation of Trump's tariff to encourage American manufacturing. 2. Potential preemption of Donald Trump's support of a more extensive levy on all Chinese goods. 3. High public tension and unfavorable views toward China, with over 83% of Americans holding unfavorable opinions as per the Pew Research Center survey. Number 4. The timing of the announcement during an election years although official delayed any political motive. For this answer, we can see the blue color. We can see the pink color. Since coming into office, President Joe Biden has left the tariff Trump put in place on Chinese tax as part of bid to encourage more American manufacturing. On a Monday call with reporters, Liam Bernard, director of the White House National Economic Council, said the tariff will help manufacturing workers in Pennsylvania and Michigan by ensuring the historic investment in jobs spurred by President Biden's action are not undercut by flood and unfairly underpriced export from China. And the announcement will also come during an election year during which tension between the US and China are very high. Over 83% of Americans have an unfavorable view of China, according to a survey conducted by the Pew Research Center in 2023. Number 5. How might this new tariff impact American manufacturing workers according to Leigh Burnett from the White House National Economic Council? For this answer, use same technique is skimming. So the answer is Leigh Burnett, director of the White House National Economic Council, suggested that the tariff would benefit manufacturing workers in states like Pennsylvania and Michigan. By imposing this tariff, the administration aims to ensure that historic investment in jobs created by President Biden's action are not undermined by a flood of unfairly underpriced exports from China. For this answer, we can see the red color. On a Monday call, the Representative Leigh Burnett, director of the White House National Economic Council, said the tariff will help manufacturing workers in Pennsylvania and Michigan by easing the historic investment in jobs spurred by President Biden's action and undercut by the flow of unfairly underpriced exports from China.
Next, we're gonna go to the text 2. It says the topic is about funders found Dreiser to bring home missing Everest climber. So it's gonna talk about missing Everest climber, and people are going to search her at them by using Fundraiser. Okay. So we're gonna use scamming and skinning question because we see in here the text is quite long, so we're gonna use scanning and skimming method. So we're gonna see in the question 1. Question 1. What circumstance lead to the disappearance of Daniel Patterson and Panji Sherpa on Mount Everest? So the question number 1 says that what the cause of disappearing of Daniel Patterson and Panji Sherpa on Mount Everest. Okay, we're gonna search this on the paragraph. We're gonna search it on paragraph 1. There has been no contact with Panji Sherpa and Daniel Patterson since the fall on Tuesday. The burner of men feared after being hit. This one? Oh, the partner of man feared that after being hit by falling ice on Everest, had set up Fundraiser in hope bringing him home to those who love him. Let's read the other one. Daniel Patterson, 39, from Wakefield, and his Nepali guide Panji Sherpa, 23, has not been heard since they reached the top of the peak of the Stanley Particle Group. The pair fell down to Tibet since the mountain. So the reason why they are missing, it can be in this paragraph, but it's not quite right. So we have to search it on next word. It says Nepali Panji talk now. The pair fell down the Tibet side on the mountain since ice collapsed on near. So they died because of ice collapse. It says in here. So why this is not quite right? Because information is quite not detailed. So that's why I'm not choosing this to be the answer. But this one, they fell down on ice collapse near Haley Steps. So this is said ice collapse, and then it says where it's collapsed. It is near Haley Steps. So they are missing because they fell down on Tibet side of the mountain after ice collapsed on near Haley Steps. Okay. Next question is talking about how much the money that Beckwood had aiming to raise for search and rescue operation and how much has been raised so far. So we're gonna search for money. This one. You can see here. So we can see here, Miss Woodhead has set up the GoFundMe page to raise £150,000 for search and rescue operation for her partner. This one, get here. And then the next question, it asked the money aiming is £150,000, but now we're gonna search how much has been raised so far. We're gonna search for that. So we can see here, less than 24 hours after being set up, the page has so far raised more than £80,000. So that was the answer. The answer is Miss Woodhead set a page for £150,000, and it has been raised so far more than £80,000. Alright, next question. What was Daniel Patterson's motivation for climbing Everest, and what the money raising for? Okay, let's gonna see. It says in here, Mr. Patterson, co-worker of Wakefield CrossFit has been documenting his journey to climb Everest since arriving in Himalayan Nepal last month. His challenge, His challenge was to help raise money for the family of the gym member who had recently died from the cancer. So that was his motivation to climbing Everest, and the money was for helping a family member who had recently died from the cancer. So he wanted to help his family gym. So that was the money that he's raising for. Next question. What is known about climbing experience background from both Daniel Patterson and Panji Sherpa? Daniel Patterson. It says here, Mr. Patterson had spent 18 months preparing for the challenge. In the previous paragraph, it only said that he was kind and willing dedication to help others. Now nothing said about his experience on climbing Everest. While for Mr. Sherpa, he was described as a dedicated climber from his yacht who has twice climbed Everest. So the experience and background of both Daniel Patterson and Panji Sherpa, Mr. Patterson only spent 18 months preparing on the challenge, while Panji Sherpa has described as dedicated climber from his yacht because he already climbed Everest twice. Okay, next question. What challenges and complexity involve conducting search and rescue operation of Mount Everest, as mentioned by Beck Woodhead? Okay, we're gonna search Miss Woodhead explained he was hoping organize a searching mission because the extreme environment. So the challenge and complexity that are involved in conducting a search and rescue operation on Mount Everest that mentioned by Pat Woodhead is the extreme environment. That's the end of my video. Thanks for watching. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
I will explain and answer the questions from text read that my group chose from the news item material. The title is Boy 17 arrested after woman stepped to death on beach. The news item text tells of a double stabbing incident at Darley Chinese Beach, Bournemouth, which left a 34-year-old woman dead at the scene and another woman, aged 38, seriously injured and taken to hospital. A 17-year-old boy from Lancashire has been arrested on suspicion of murder. In relation to this incident, Dorset police closed the beach and surrounding area to conduct further investigation, causing beach crews to be deferred. Now we move to the question. Number 1. What is the age of the suspect arrested in connection with the stabbing on Bournemouth Beach? The answer is, the age of the suspect arrested in connection with the stabbing on Bournemouth Beach is 17 years old. Question number 2. How old was the woman who died at the scene of the stabbing? The answer is, the woman who died at the scene of the stabbing was 34 years old. Number 3. What time did the double stabbing incident occur on Darley Chinese Beach? The answer is, the double stabbing incident occurred on Darley Chinese Beach shortly before midnight on Friday. Number 4 question is, from which location is the teenage suspect who has been arrested? The answer is, the teenage suspect who has been arrested is from Lancashire. The last question is, what areas have been closed to the public due to the ongoing police investigation? The answer is, the areas that have been closed to the public due to the ongoing police investigation include Darley Chinese Beach, the Promenade, Beach Huts, Darley Chinese Car Park, all business and access points within Carden, which extends from the Bournemouth Oceanarium to the western side of Adams Chinese. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.